Welcome, beautiful souls. We are going to share a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of guidance for Libra season. We just had the equinox where it's asking us to come into balance. We just had the new moon. What was it on Sunday? So yesterday, the 25th, I think it is. Yes, 25th. New moon in Libra, where we're being asked to plant seeds. So Libra represents the seventh house of relationships. And so when we incarnate back on the planet Earth to take upon these bodies and these experiences, the first 6 houses are where we're supposed to develop self, right? First house, Aries, fire, spirit, boom, we are here, incarnate in a physical body. Second house, Taurus, where we are supposed to learn what our values are, how we can find beauty through this life experience. Third house, Gemini, how we communicate and learn. Fourth house, Cancer, where we settle down our roots, become home in our bodies, temporary homes in our bodies. Fifth house, where we can learn how to be from the heart, joy, that sacred heart of Leo, where we learn to have fun in our life and maybe not take this life experience so serious. Sixth house, Virgo, the energy of detail, the energy of taking care, our daily routines, taking care of our bodies, taking care of our pets, our animals. And then we come to this beautiful 7th house where we're supposed to take all of that self-development out into the world with our relationships in harmony, in balance. And who represents Libra? Venus. So what happens is we forget who we are. We forget that we are spiritual beings here for this sacred experience. And so what I feel is really happening this Libra season, maybe more powerful than what we've experienced in the past, is this 6-planet retrograde that's happening as well, inner reflecting on our growth, inner reflecting upon what needs to be sorted out, right? What no longer works for us, taking that forward with that 7th house energy of relationships. Where are we out of balance? And so some people, as you know, are awake. Other people are not, and they're asleep still. They're in the slumber still. So why I feel it's important for us this Libra season to be at the center of that scale, right? You have the scale coming up and then the arms going out to where it's balanced, is because we're going through such great change on the collective and some people just aren't there yet, is we're asked to have composure. Our duty as awakened ones, light workers, to just stay in our center as we watch the scales tipping and moving and all of these great changes that are taking place. Uranus and Taurus with the North Node. Pluto in Capricorn, dismantling any of the structures, uprooting any of the dark hidden things that are not in integrity. And so we are being asked, for those that are awakened already, to hold that light, to hold that center, to flood the planet with love, with peace, with harmony. Because we really are carrying a weight, because we're all connected. We're carrying a really heavy, it feels heavy, a heavy weight, because not everybody is there yet. And so some of us are meant to just be that, right? I personally, being a generator in human design, and have so much more to learn about that if I even pursue it, because my passion being astrology and helping humanity and helping myself is to continue learning that. But it's interesting realizing, being a generator, that all my duty is to live from that compassionate, illuminated heart, and that no matter what I do, even if I don't leave my home or if I go to the grocery store, is to walk in that love, because it influences those that are around you. And I was reflecting on this happening as a young girl in school, and never knowing why specifically a lot of girls didn't like me, where I got cornered in the bathroom, where I got bullied. And I look back at it, I didn't understand it then, but I look back at it now and go, I just carry a different frequency. And you may relate to this, that triggers people who do not want to do their shadow work. And so I go, wow, now I've realized that, and I realized the power in that. And so we all have different roles. And I'm hoping that you're finding yours, because we are going through such tower moments and such transformation, because Pluto energy will destroy anything right in that cardinal earth energy of Capricorn. It will destroy any of those hierarchies that have been sucking our life force energy, trying to dominate over humanity. And so as Pluto's job is to destroy any of those things that are not in integrity, it can be very painful. And ultimately, at the end of the day, Pluto's whole job is to transform. And so humans, if we get too identified with just the body and do not connect to our higher selves, Creator God, daily, and strengthen that faith of connection, of remembering, right, who we truly are, it can be very, and I do it myself, where you can become very out of balance. So it's important to know that, and the importance of Libra season this year is because we have such a huge transformation happening collectively, globally, planetary. And I think it's a great reminder, however many times you need to remind yourself and others, if they choose to, hold space and listen, if you're in a good, healthy relationship, is just reminding yourself and others of who we truly are as source, sparks of source. So I drew a anchor message today before I came on, and sitting in contemplation and meditation, and I chose to draw a card from the Divine Feminine for this Libra season. And happy solar return to any of you Libras. I have a stellium of 3 planets myself in Libra, so I'm able to see other people's perspectives and also reflect on the growth of that first 6 houses, right, of self-development. And really it's an undoing once you awaken to where, oh wow, I did this, this, and this, and that's why the result of the relationships that show up in my life were feeding exactly the vibration that I was in, and it's so different now. So thank you for any of you who have been subscribers, and I feel like dear soul sisters and brothers that tune in regularly. And if you're new today, I hope that you stay and enjoy this. So from the Divine Feminine, and again, I'm going to slay her name. So I'm just going to call her Vara for the reading for this, but it's the essence of all Buddhas. And so it's a reminder during Libra season to remember who you are as a spiritual being, and that this human experience is sacred. So I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation, because we are here on the earth plane for a job, for a duty, for a purpose, a higher calling, for evolution, for growth, and to experience the emotions of love and loss and tears and intensity and joy, right? Vara is the power we all possess to transform mundane experiences into higher spiritual paths. She is considered the supreme deity of Tantric. She is both Tantric priestess and the female Buddha. According to the scholar Miranda Shaw, no other female Buddha, including her divine consort, approaches her metaphysical and practical import. Her red body symbolizes her inner fire, and the flames that surround her represent her exalted wisdom. So this Libra season, feeling liberated, staying in the center of those scales, is we may go through personal transformation, and we are definitely going through a collective transformation. Her third eye reflects her ability to see through the reality of all things in the past, present, and future. She carries the Dakina's curved knife, which cuts through the obstacles of illusions. And she holds a bowl of blood, which represents the bliss that awaits us when we release the ego's attachment to who we are. She's considered a meditation deity and comes to practitioners during a visualization, her form. She helps liberate us from ordinary concepts and ordinary appearances so that we can see through to the truth of what exists all around us. She is easier to reach during dark times in our lives, even if we feel far from spiritual. She still wants to liberate us. No matter what happened recently or in the past, she reminds us that we possess the fierce wisdom that transmutes any pain or suffering into deep lessons that free us and bring us more joy. She's the call to wake up if we've fallen into the old myth that something or someone outside of us is going to save us, right? How is that playing out right now in the collective? We're being asked to watch, to listen, to observe, to stay our center, to hold our composure, because a lot of people are buying into left, right, this person's going to save us. We have to save ourselves and liberate ourselves, and she's reminding us of that. She's here to make it loud and clear that what is within us will save us. Right now, we are being asked to turn everything in this humanly experience into sacredness. Her energy is sharp, intense, and uncompromising. She will not let you remain in an illusion or disempowering story about who you really are. So she will not allow you to stay in victim mode. And again, this is always through our own awareness and our own willingness to see this life experience, no matter how intense it is, as an experience, right? And not become too attached with the physicality. And it's hard, right? I am totally not perfect with that. I have a lot of earth in my chart. I'm here to do exactly what I'm doing right now. Now that I've went back and redeveloped myself with those first 6 houses, right? I had to undo that. A lot of us come in, boom, from our South Node, and also where Pluto's placed in your chart, of taking on same patterns of lifetimes in the past. And so we will go back in that same groove, whether it be codependency, whether it be, whatever it is. And so what we have the opportunity now, and what we're being asked to, is hold our center, to reflect on going back through those first self-development houses. Now we're in the Libra, right? We're at the center of the lower quadrant of the chart, of our natal charts, as the collective chart, and embody this experience as being sacred. So like work in progress, right? She wants you to sever all the ties to your ego's relationship to a person or to an event in your life, and see it again through your third eye. Boy, have I been doing that. I have been having so many dreams and doing so much clearing in my dream state of past relationships. and literally seeing them from a different standpoint, a different view, a different perspective. Like, so on target. So again, reflecting on the relationships, whether it be a person or a relationship with yourself in the past, she is asking us to see it through our third eye, with the wisdom that can perceive the deeper spiritual path beneath the human drama. This female Buddha is the power we all have in every moment to take a seemingly everyday event or annoyance or unfortunate occurrence and use it for our own enlightenment. Word. I'm fucking doing it, right? I hope you are too. She reminds us that everything is rich material for us to use to elevate our reality as our embodied soul. So again, I think I just said this on one of my last videos, man. Connect with spirit. Embody it. I used to escape from my sensitivities, and now I'm just holding it, embracing it, and allowing it to liberate us. One soul at a time, right? Because we're all connected. There can't be anybody left behind. We have to be the ones in neutrality, filling up that sacred heart, seeing with our third eye a different perspective, and just keep blasting the planet and all of humanity and all that consists of this experience, the animals, the trees, the soil, blasting this planet with love and with light and with peace and empowerment, right? So the soul voice meditation for this energy in Libra season is, can I see the lesson in the chaos? Can I see the lessons in the chaos? I know for me on an individual level, like, I totally do. And when you're not even in vibration with that old version of yourself or the past relationships that were maybe karmic, it is so liberating to know that it's made you who you are today through awareness and awakening to it. And so, shitty stuff happening on the collective, we know it's intense. We know we're in revelations, revealing tower moments of dismantling, and how we liberate ourselves to stay in the center of that scale, to see things with the third eye. When we start feeling a little out of balance within ourselves, do something to bring you back. Meditation, grounding, breath work, vagal nerve toning. That's something that's super powerful for me right now. As we know, many of us do know. If you don't know, we have a lot of cosmic energy that we're taking in, integrating, and it's changing our DNA. Our nervous systems are being asked to transform, even our bodies. So whatever it is for you, to draw that back in, gain your composure, right? Remember your divinity. Stop and breathe often. Remember it's sacred, right? So let's draw some more messages. As soon as we had that equinox here, for me in the northern hemisphere, like, we had a drop in temperature, a cooling, and to me it feels so good and so refreshing. I'm really enjoying it. I'll probably come on and do some videos in the future about the syndrome of POTS that I've been dealing with, because a lot of things the Holy Spirit's guiding me on taking care of our own health, breaking away from those systems that were never meant to heal us. They were just, keeping us in victim. And so a lot of people need to, especially over the last 2 years, right? Seeing things from a different perspective with the current systems that are being dismantled with the help of Pluto, right? In Capricorn. To take accountability over our energy bodies, our physical bodies, our emotional bodies. So, yeah. Again, it's like we have all these planets retrograde, 6 of them in fact, so it's a very huge time to just go into your inner sacred space, connect, embody it, and really just allow yourself to be liberated with that sacred flame within you, knowing that this is a gift that we're here, even though it doesn't feel like it sometimes, right? Woo, I wasn't feeling like that over the last 2 weeks. I had some intense shifts happening. 10 of Swords, mental, air energy, and painful endings. So when we wake up, I know for me, and I'm sure many other people that experience, when you first awaken to all of the fuckery that we've been living under on the earth plane, it is painful. You feel betrayed. You feel, abandoned. You feel emotional abandonment. And so when you first wake up, it's painful. And so the 10 is a completion number. So you have the opportunity right now during Libra season to put an end to it, to stop having that mental conflict. And that's where you can go into harmony and balance it out and go, every experience I've experienced, I do not condone the behavior by others or even myself in the past for hurtful things or painful things. However, I'm going to liberate myself from that. I'm going to change my mindset. And hopefully you set an intention, it's not too late with the new moon in Libra, of just that, a new relationship within yourself, and understanding that this is sacred, and that for newness to come in, we have to change our mindset. And a lot of times it's going from victimhood to empowerment. And I lived in victimhood for a lot of years of my life and didn't even know it. It's not a bad thing. It's not a shame thing, right? It's a lesson. So painful endings, and how you can do that first is this mental clarity and intention for yourself and the relationships that you have with others, with the world, right? As we go into that upper quadrant of the astrological wheel. Yeah, I'm gaining a lot of clarity. I'm doing a lot of subconscious healing in my dream state. King of Pentacles, stability. Earth, mastering your body. This is the earth energy. Mastering your body. Becoming gaining that composure, like I said, right at the center of the scale. Just like, this is who I am. Hear me roar. I'm going to nurture myself. And I'm going to walk forward in the rest of my earthly experience of like, here I am. This was an experience. It's a fucking ride, but I'm going to master it while I'm here. So King of Pentacles, we got air, earth, and one jumper. I love it. 6 of Swords. 6 to me represents harmony. It was something that Cryon said in the past that just made sense to me and resonated with my soul. So Tranquility Ahead, and I just see this beautiful lavender type field where we can just end that mental anguish that many of us get caught up in, especially if you are, you got a lot of air in your chart, or you are a sun sign like myself, ruled by Mercury or Gemini. So ending that mindset and allowing those painful endings, and then becoming straight in the center, right, of I'm mastering this now, and I'm not perfect, but I'm going to continue to balance out the scales within myself. And then what happens when we do that is the tranquility will come, the peace, the comfort, the soothingness, right, of that purple, of lavender. This could be asking you to diffuse some lavender in your home and allow that tranquil, or even put some in your bath with you like I do when I take salt baths. So just a reminder that this journey is sacred, and it's never too late to get on your path of, finding your divine destiny, which is the name of my channel. It's about the North Node, South Node in our charts. not leaving and dumping behind the things of the past or the South Node, but integrating our past lessons, even having an honor for our past blessings, and then just coming into that center of the chart, right? Center of who you are, the center of the scale, and taking that North Node energy within you and balancing it out, going, I'm walking the line. I'm walking my line. This journey is sacred. Those endings will end when we change our mental anguish and mindsets. Then we will become more stable. It took me 40 years to even awaken completely. I'd like to do a video on that too, on awakenings, sharing my awakening, and then in the comments, you know, taking upon allowing a space for people to put down what woke them up and how very painful it is in the initial beginning. It usually does take pain and an ending, and then walking forward. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Like, I've been singing like some random, it ain't random, right? Things where just feeling that empowerment and knowing that not being too attached, which I have trouble with a lot of earth in my chart, not too attached to this physical experience, because it's temporary and it's never ending, really, because we just keep coming back in for whatever. And that's where we can find that center, harmony, composure, balance, and ultimately the tranquility. So how can we do that? Let's pull a goddess guidance. I've run or the archangels, I'm sorry, which is it? I've been pulling these for myself, and they're just a little extra, you know, pick me up, and then we'll do an I am affirmation. Again, thank you so much for being here. If you're new today, I hope you stay. I hope you like it. I love comments. Please do interact. Okay, so Venus on the 29th will head into Libra. So at this new moon, the ruling planet of this new moon was in Virgo. So very detailed energy, you know, very reflecting upon taking care of the body, our daily routines. On October 2nd, Mercury will go direct. And on October 8th, Pluto will go direct in Capricorn. So that's a collective outer planet. Also represents things in our personal chart as well, but very, very huge things happening, unfolding with Pluto going direct. So with it being retrograde in Capricorn, I feel like there's a lot of things that are happening within the government, the structures, the higher top-down authorities that we're not seeing yet. Once Pluto moves direct on the 8th of October, I believe we're going to start seeing things and hearing things. Dark, deep, remember this, right? Dark and deep shit. So that's where we're being asked to just, when you feel yourself tipping, do whatever it is that brings you composure. That's how we can help ourselves and the planet the most. Yeah, too many. Let me get a drink. Increase your water, guys. Lots of shifts and changes. We need to hydrate. Listen to what your body's asking you to eat, drink, pray, meditate, ground, find joy. And the message, beloved one. Archangel Shamuel, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationships. This is where you can take all that information in the first 20 minutes of this video of the self-development in the first 6 houses of our chart and take it out there for the relationships. This is where we can transmute karmic relationships into gifting, loving, liberating, you know, relationships. And so all we have to do is ask and do our work. Ask and you shall receive. And that is ultimately why tongue-tied there for a minute. Redoing our self-development, taking that out there in the relationships for a different you, a different life, a different world, and a different collective. There you have it. And from the I Am affirmation, what is our I Am affirmation for this Libra season? Cardinal air. Initiating new thoughts. Ending old mental patterns. Lack. Any of those things, South Node, right? Because we have the collective energy in South Node. Emotional abandonment. Mental anguish. I Am affirmation is, this is coming up a lot. I need it. Y'all need it. I am making room for fun. Joy, 5th house. Have fun. Dance. Again, listen to whatever you need to do. I'm being called, I've been doing a little bit of Qigong in the morning, which is super good for me. My nervous system really responds well to it. I'm doing mantras and chanting. I'm doing leg exercises. Do whatever you need to do to shake that energy up, right? We have a lot of shifts and changes. A lot of that old stuff that we're purging can get stuck in your body. So let it go. Move it, shake it, drum it, tap it, chant it. Much love to you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I send this to you with so much love. Shalom, shalom.